this up. How's it going, YouTubers? Making sure that's working. It's public. Cool. Start up the other one. Put that over here. There we go. All right. 3, 2, 1. How's it going? Do another drink review. Just got one thing today. Let's make sure everything's working. It says that it's live. All right. So in the case of Amazon, I have 2 products linked. I've got this specific flavor, and then there's also multi-pack. So if you're interested in all of the different flavors, I do have another can that I'll be trying in the future, but I do not have every flavor. I have quite a few. I think it's 6 different flavors. Anyways, be taking a look at this today. This will be a relatively short stream. This is Peteys, P-E-T-E-Y-S, Bing Black. In this case, blackberry juice. This is made with blackberry juice. And then they call it an energizing juice beverage. This has got caffeine, ginseng, and B vitamins. The specific can is 12 fluid ounces, 355 milliliters. A little recording here. Yeah, anyways, Peteys Bing Black since 2006. And then the specific one is just called Black. Again, with the blackberry juice apparently inside. Energizing juice beverage. We've got the caffeine and B vitamins, ginseng, 30 calories for the can. And the can is 12 fluid ounces or 355 milliliters. I'll go over all the nutrition facts and things, and then we'll try it out. On the side here, it says per serving, it's 120 milligrams of caffeine, which is a fair amount. That's kind of very close to a larger Red Bull type drink, probably. Something like that. I think it's more generally than a cup of coffee, and obviously more than tea for the same amount of drink liquid. Again, this is a multi-stream live stream, so I will answer any questions if you have any questions as I go. Vitamin C, 100% of your daily value, and it says B vitamins, 100% of your daily value. And it says 5% juice, so it does have actual juice inside. That's good. Nutrition facts, we've got 1 can is 30 calories, 0 grams of total fat, 5 milligrams of sodium, which is pretty low, that's not much. 7 grams of total carbohydrates, 5 grams of sugar, and it says includes 1 gram of added sugars. And then for the vitamins, it has potassium at 120 milligrams, which is 3% of your daily value apparently. Vitamin C, 90 milligrams. Riboflavin, which is B2, 1.3 milligrams. Niacin, which is B3, 60 milligrams. B6 at 1.7 milligrams. B12 at 2.4 mcg. And then pantothenic acid, which is B5 at 5 milligrams. Then we got the ingredients. This is quite a big list, but I'll go over some of it. We've got carbonated water, so it is carbonated. Blended juices from concentrate, blackberry, and cherry. And that's at 5% of the can for the juice. Natural flavors, cane sugar, citric acid, malic acid, ascorbic acid, vitamin C. So to keep this shelf stable and maybe add some sourness, they've got that citric acid, malic acid, and ascorbic acid, vitamin C. Those in combination keep this shelf stable. And it adds some flavor too. Then we've got potassium sorbate to preserve freshness as well. And it also says fruit juice for color, caffeine, and then the ginseng extract, or Panax, Panax, ginseng extract. Does have sucralose. Sucralose is a sugar alternative, so they're adding that to make this taste sweeter, most likely. You know, if you want to research sucralose and understand what it is, and if it's something you want to drink, all that, at least know that it's in here. And they're adding it to make this taste sweeter and not have as many calories. So potassium citrate, sodium citrate, and then the vitamins. It also has guarana seed extract, which is usually used in energy drinks. I can spell that. Guarana seed extract. Decalcium. Oh, that's a B5. Okay, so the other ones are just the vitamins towards the bottom, it looks like. There's also acai puree, ACAI, flaxseed extract, and that's it. So quite the list of ingredients. And this company is in Denver, Colorado. I'll do a quick view of the can here. So you can look for yourself on the information. I'll also zoom in so it's hopefully legible for everyone. Try to hold it steady. Yeah, so the added sugar thing, that's going to be the sucralose. Looks like 1 gram of sucralose, most likely. And then the 4 grams approximately is going to be the actual cane sugar. We've got the vitamins on there. Some of the B vitamins are often used in energy drinks. I think it works. All the ingredients. Sorry, trying to hold it steady as possible. Again, if you have any comments or questions, this is live. Hopefully notice it. And we got the size here. 12 fluid ounce. There's the little marketing thing about stuff inside. And then this is the Blackberry version. I have at least 5 other types, 6 total. All right, I think I've covered most. There's a few little marketing things on the side here. So these are their marketing claims on the side. I don't think I want to bother saying those. All right. Let's pop this open. So I'm going to get a napkin. This usually flies everywhere when I don't do this. Yeah. All right. My trusty cup. Looks a little dirty, but it should be clean. So actually, I'm going to try it from the can real quick for the carbonation. You can see pouring it into glass, you're going to lose a lot of the carbonation, but it seems like it has a lot in here. And drinking it from the can, definitely carbonated from the can. So if you prefer a lot of carbonation, drink it from the can. It's generally the case. This is naturally colored from juice. So obviously it has 5% juice, but it also says, trying to figure out where that, yeah, it says fruit juice for color. So they probably add, I mean, I don't know if they bother adding more, but they have the 5% of blackberry and cherry in this one. So this is naturally colored. Very nice. Looks good. All right, do a smell test. Very pleasant smelling. Very nice. No surprise it smells like berries. So it does have the mix of blackberry and cherry, but it's not specifically cherry, which is good. So they probably use more blackberry in it than cherry. It just obviously doesn't say how much of each one. Yeah, very nice smelling. Right, let's try it out. It's kind of tangy. It's got that citrus. It has a citric acid, the malic acid, and the ascorbic acid, vitamin C. So very a combo of stuff to make it sour tasting. Yeah, I do think it's fairly acidic, but it's still sweet tasting. Obviously, it has the cane sugar and has the sucralose. So that combo, it's pretty sweet tasting. There's still a fair amount of carbonation from the cup. So if you would prefer drinking it from a cup, I think it's fine that way. And then add some ice maybe. I do think this has enough flavor that it'll be fine adding ice to it. Nice berry flavor. I mean, I don't know if I've tasted blackberries anytime recently to say if it's more blackberry tasting or cherry tasting. It just tastes like a berry flavor to me. I don't necessarily notice much in the way of vitamins, but they might be masking the vitamin taste with all of the acids that they put into this. So, like I said, the citric acid, the malic acid, and the ascorbic acid. I kind of wish they had put more malic acid or ascorbic acid in here. That's vitamin C. Rather than citric acid, just based on flavor, I prefer those to citric acid usually. Carbonation is getting to me because the drink does seem kind of on that spectrum, which if you really like sour stuff, I think it's fine. I don't mind it. I eat like Sour Patch Kids candy and stuff like that, but it's kind of going more in that direction than just a sweet, super sweet juice. So it's not bad. It's just trying to describe what you might get when you try this out. Yeah. But it's obviously not like eating a Sour Patch Kid candy or anything like that, but I do get the sweetness, which it's fairly sweet surprisingly. Again, it's probably because of the sucralose. And if you're okay with sucralose, then you know probably helps, especially when they put so much of that type of acidicness to it, sourness to it. Yeah. I think it's pretty decent for what it is flavor wise. It works. It tastes like a berry. Not much else for me to say about it at this point. Not bad. Gonna try from the can again, but I'll just go over quickly because this is a live stream. So, PD's Bing Black Blackberry juice, energizing juice beverage. So it's got the caffeine, it's got the ginseng, B vitamins, 30 calories. It has some cane sugar, but it also has sucralose in it. Know that that's in there. And then all the B vitamins, we've got vitamin C, potassium, riboflavin, niacin, B3, B6, B12, betathanic acid. Yeah, so quite a bit in the ingredients department. And it does have a few trace amounts of things like acai puree, flaxseed extract, guarana seed extract, and like I mentioned, sucralose in here. Fruit juice for color, but also 5% juice in the can, blackberry and cherry. Yeah. So quite a bit going on. Let's try it again. Definitely a good amount of carbonation from the can. So if you prefer carbonation, you like carbonation for the fizziness of it, drink it from the can. But I do think it's strong enough flavor-wise that you can use a cup and drink it from a cup with ice or something. So, yeah. Anyways, I think it's pretty decent for what it is. Flavor is okay. It's going to be on this spectrum of acidic and sour. So if you kind of like drinks that go in that direction, I think this will be a fun one for you. But other than that, yeah, kind of personal preference taste thing. And then the sucralose, which I always like to mention, any sugar alternatives. Do some research on sucralose and understand what it is and if it's something you want to consume. So, other than that, I think it's pretty nice. That was the Bing Blackberry, or Bing Black, PD's Bing Black, made with blackberry juice and technically cherry juice as well. Energizing juice beverage. All right, I'm going to head out. A little bit of a shorter stream today. But yeah, I mean, of the food reviews that I do, food and drink reviews. Cool. Any questions? No? All right. See ya, Amazon people. Gonna head out from there. Also, YouTube. Oh.